Hello, hello?
Hello?
Hello? Is anyone out there?
It's a mom's night out.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome to a Mom's Night Out podcast.
Wait, you guys, we're pathetic, okay? So Mandy just opened a bottle of champagne and Jenny and I were like, what?
What are you doing?
We can't drink that whole thing. Like, we can't.
It's a school night.
And
Literally.
we used to rip tequila shots when we first started this
Like
podcast.
multiple tequila shots.
But
and then,
the listeners may know.
yeah.
Like, your voices were
like with us
slurred.
the whole time. They're like,
Yeah.
you've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Were we bad when we were drunk?
Oh, I don't want to go back and listen.
No.
me
But
neither.
actually, there are some episodes that we recorded that we will never release.
I
Remember
know.
those couple that we
Oh.
recorded because they were just, we were
Maybe we should.
so bad.
Maybe we should just release one and be like, from the like files.
From the archives.
The Moms in the Club
We
one.
have one called Moms in the Club. we
Let's find
Let's
it and
maybe
release
not.
it. We'll put up a
we'll
chat
have,
box.
We'll have to preview
We'll
it. Maybe.
poll.
Yeah.
Poll the listeners.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
Do
release clips from it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you want to hear one of our first podcasts ever about Moms in the Club? Yes or no?
Wait, I have to tell you guys, when I was just leaving my house, my 5-year-old Marin was like, Mom, she's like, why are you dressed like that? And I was like,
You're like,
well,
like Katie?
I want to be comfortable tonight. And she was like, oh, thank gosh, no one can see you.
So here, to the
I feel
people
like
of the internet,
I feel like Marin is directly attacking me because I feel like you look like me tonight.
I'm wearing, for those of you who don't know, I'm wearing sweatpants and a sweater, and I wore a necklace.
We'll clip it. We'll clip it so you can see. She basically looks
shamed me.
like I look every night on the podcast.
5 years old. Great.
well, okay. Speak your truth, girl.
All right. What are we talking about tonight, ladies?
A little mashup.
Yeah. I'm starting with some mom code. Holiday mom code.
Oh,
Okay. So let me get your opinions on something. I feel like there's this unspoken thing with moms that set like a precedent of what's acceptable around the holidays and what's not, because our kids talk.
Yeah.
Do your kids come home with like ideas that they're hearing
Yes.
from other kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard. There's a lot of elf talk.
Oh, there's a lot of elf talk.
So much elf talk. And
Like,
like
what are you
North
hearing?
Pole. I'm hearing kids going to the North Pole. By the way, we're going
I
all
think
together.
everybody's gone to the North Pole or will be
like,
going.
You know, Presley was really upset. She's like, everyone's going to the North Pole except for us.
Oh.
And then elves. What the hell with all the people with like 15 elves at their house
And elf pets.
and elf pets? Stop it. Stop doing that, Mom. Sorry if you're listening and you do that. It's obnoxious. Okay.
Also, how miserable are all of you that have 15 elves and elf pets?
No, how bad
To
are your
move them all.
children that their kids have to have that many elves watching them? That's what I told my kids.
I didn't even think of that.
Mandy.
Is that bad?
No, that's genius. That's what you told your kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so my daughter came home and she was like, so-and-so has
Yeah.
4 elves and so-and-so has 5 elves.
I
and
said they
elf
need a lot of
pets.
elves to watch them because they're not behaving.
Yeah.
Because they're bad
Wow.
kids.
Whoops.
Wow. That's, yeah.
Wait, that.
What else are you going
Stick
to
it where it hurts.
Mic drop. Yeah, I was annoyed by that. And she's like, why do we only have 1 elf? And I was like, damn it.
That came up this
Yeah.
season in my house too. And I was
Damn
like,
it.
well,
Mom code. Also, how about the women that put the elf out early?
Nope.
The elf is supposed to come on December 1st.
Or December 6th if you are in my household.
Even
St.
better.
Nick's Day.
Even better. Why are people putting the elf out before Thanksgiving?
You're going to run out of ideas too, guys.
again,
I'm already out of ideas.
I feel sorry for you because it is not a fun task.
Mom code. So yeah, I like that. Like, not cool. Stop doing that.
Yeah. It's just hard. It's a lot of explanations I have to give. And my 8-year-old's like, oh, it's staring at me. Like Reese is like very paying attention to every word I say, my
she's
reaction
like,
in the morning.
She's recording you on the
Yeah.
podcast, basically.
Definitely. She's replaying my reaction.
Wait, how did you respond? I feel like this was a couple weeks ago when Katie took her kids into Target and there are all the elves on the shelves.
I
Like
know.
that hadn't even crossed my mind. And now I'm like, well, we're
I
avoiding
just
Target.
like kept it moving, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that is so weird. Why would they be here?" And I
Yeah.
like kept moving.
Keep
and
it moving.
We never talked about it again.
Oh, good.
No, it's a question. How do
keep
other
looking
kids
at-
get their elves?
I keep looking at the stairs. I'm
Me
like,
too.
God, I hope Presley's not listening.
Okay,
Wait, but then we
move it on.
also have a few parents out there that are like, I'm not subscribing to this, and I'm
Yes.
like, good for you.
I know. I give you a lot of credit if you don't have an elf. And those parents are like, yeah, the elf doesn't come to our house. We don't have that. Presley,
You must have super well behaved children.
right?
Yeah.
Presley asked me, she was like, did you have an elf growing up? And I was like, no, I did not.
Same.
She was like, wow.
None of us did.
No,
Look at that. We
Nope.
weren't being charged $29.95.
truly.
It's such a scam. Guys,
Scam.
pay attention.
Okay.
Like, the more elves you buy, it's just a scam.
Scam.
It's a scam.
Can I tell you what else is a scam?
Yeah.
How come Mrs. Claus is not in the limelight? How come Mr. Claus, aka Santa, gets all the credit?
Wait, that was the best transition. You know I love a good transition.
Genius. Also, did you see the article? I forget where it was, but it was like Santa is a woman.
I mean,
Guys,
I think
Santa is a mom. And like, it's obnoxious to your point.
it's so obnoxious.
Yeah. Where's Mrs. Claus? Maybe she's on vacation. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Right? But she probably does everything all year.
It
And
sounds
then
pretty
Santa
good.
delivers the toys. And she's on vacation and she gets no credit.
Where
She
do
gets
you-
no credit.
None.
She
Where do you think
definite-
Mrs. Claus vacations?
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm thinking like Tahiti.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Bora
somewhere
Bora.
it's somewhere
Maldives.
really good.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Maldives, yeah.
Yeah.
She's in like one of those little huts over the water.
St. Bart's. I could see her at St. Bart's.
We're really embracing
Should we go
this.
find her?
Yes.
I mean, for sure.
We have to go
girls
right
trip.
now.
But no, like it's okay. But real talk for 1 second. I feel like another season came, and for like literally the last 11 months, I forgot that I'm like a solo one person show here. And then like
Because where are the dads?
Thanksgiving rolled around, and I got a little taste of what it's going to be like, and then bam,
Yeah.
where are the dads?
Yeah.
They're doing the holiday lights outside.
Yeah. I
Like if we're lucky.
I hear you. And I just feel like we wouldn't have any family magic if it wasn't for the moms. Like
Yeah.
Correct.
dads aren't really planning the family magic.
Yeah, like all, yeah.
I agree.
And it's exhausting.
It's
It's
exhausting.
like tickets for here, tickets for there.
Yeah.
We got to go to the North Pole. We have to make
Don't
sure we
forget
have
the matching family.
jammies.
Yep.
Fucking matching jammies.
And all like, I don't know if you, like the jammy days at school right now. There was like a meme and it was like, you're doing everything that's like, oh, and don't forget to wear like jammies in your favorite costume. It's like, wait, what?
Dude, honestly, like, why is there Spirit Week the week before vacation?
Good
I don't-
question.
I don't know, but I keep
too
coming
much.
back to
Fuck you.
that movie Bad Moms
Yeah.
because I feel like that right now. I just like can't keep up with all the things. But to all of you moms out there listening, good job. You're
Yeah.
doing it.
Mrs. Claus,
Keep
you
going.
got this. Keep
Yeah.
going.
You've got one
Fuck
more week.
Santa.
Fuck Santa. God.
Okay.
We got to find Mrs. Claus though.
I'm really going to shift gears now for a second. And I'm sorry. I don't know if there's a thread. Yeah. You know what?
For the
Female
women.
empowerment
Yeah.
for the women.
I'm liking
I
this.
Where
want
are
to
we
talk
going?
about Killing Kittens.
Not
Oh.
actually killing kittens, to be clear. Do not stop listening right now.
Okay. Killing Kittens is a like secret underground society. Have you ever heard of it before
I
I
had
told you
not
to look it
until-
up?
And I was very nervous to click on the link.
Okay. So Killing Kittens is...
Don't Google this if you're on your work computer.
Yeah,
right
don't
now.
Google it at work right now. If you're on a personal device, cool. But it's basically what would you call it? Like a community for females, and it's high-end sex parties. So
Yeah.
let me read you directly off of their website how they describe themselves. Celebrating 20 years of sexual empowerment, we craft unforgettable hedonistic experiences around the world. Step into a world of sexual liberation where excitement is limitless. So, these are like sex parties that are designed for women. They're supposed to be for women, but there's men there. You can go as a single person, you can go as a couple. And they're designed to be an immersive experience of fantasy and exploration where kittens are firmly in control every step of the way.
Kittens are the women.
Guys, hundreds of thousands of people belong to this underground society.
Yeah, I mean, I was blown away that I didn't know about this, and then I stopped and I was like, I'm not surprised
Yeah.
at all.
Like, I've
actually.
never even heard of it.
I've
No.
never even heard of it.
But there's all these people that are doing it. And so there's parties in New York City, London.
There's a
In the
cruise,
UK.
by the way.
Yeah, there's a literal ship that
There is
you
a
can
ship
go on.
that you can go. Like, I saw that and I was like, wait, what?
All right.
I mean, good for them.
But I did. So, I went to do some other research. So I went to the most trusted source on the internet, Reddit.
Of course.
I'm like really nervous about
you
like
find
what's going
out?
to happen. Well, I just
Algorithm.
I just wanted to find out like a little bit more because I was like, okay, like I saw their website, like what is this really about? And so there was this woman, if she was talking about how they have these parties and they're supposed to be for women, but what actually was happening is there'd be, probably 4 or 5 times the amount of men there. And it was supposed to be like, oh, the women can like pick whatever man they want. But then she was like, actually the opposite was happening. Like you were feeling like a little bit like too overwhelmed. This was at least her
Oh.
perspective. And then she was saying like you would walk in and within like 10 minutes, like the doors would open and then all the rooms would get like occupied with the couples who were there.
So there's like sex rooms, right?
Yeah.
Like you can go in, like you
Yeah.
mingle, and everyone has masks on.
Oh yeah, that's what
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
that
So we
part.
should
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that. And so there, you have to sign an NDA. You have a mask. Like you don't
Obviously
know.
no phones.
Yeah, no phone. So you don't know
Yeah.
who. But also,
Can you
the
imagine,
irony,
like,
they
running
haven't-
into somebody there that you
Well, they
know?
say that happens a lot.
And apparently, it's like high net worth individuals, and they're like a little bit selective. They're inclusive but selective. So like, I think like there's celebrities and stuff.
Sounds like a white party, but that'll be my transition later. A freak off.
I mean, this is like
Okay,
next.
like, would you guys ever go? Not to like I would want to go and be a fly on the wall and see what was happening,
It's not my
Or-
thing
or be a bartender
Oh,
working
yeah.
one of those.
I'd like to be a
parties.
bartender.
How
because
good would
they are
that be?
probably.
They're doing it too.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay, can I be the security person?
There's no safe
Security.
roles. All
Yeah.
roles are off.
None of the roles are safe. You're not safe
You
here.
will have sex no matter
I
why
was
you
gonna say,
are
like,
there.
I feel like in like a college years, I probably would have been like, sure.
And can you say, you obviously, yes, you obviously say no. Like, so you could just go and browse around. Like, there's no pressure to.
Yeah. So wait, you obviously have to pay to attend these events and you have to pay to be a member?
I haven't
What
looked
are
into that.
prices?
Do you have to pay to be a member? I don't know. We should have looked into this. We should have like created a burner account.
I bet that they don't actually list their pricing. I bet it's like inquire.
Yeah, inquire only.
I think you do have to probably be a member
For sure.
Yeah.
I bet it's expensive too, because think about it. Like,
Yeah. They
if
got to weed out
just
the riffraff.
anyone could show up, like this wouldn't be that cool.
Right.
I bet it's like,
It's high end. And
Yeah.
I think they describe themselves as like luxury sex
Yeah.
parties.
yeah. Guys.
Fascinating.
It is
But
quite
also,
fascinating.
Killing Kittens, get a new name.
I know, it's kind of a scary name. And then, so did you see there's also a merch shop?
Wait,
and so
what?
you can, there's a necklace that you can wear. And to me, that feels like, it's like, if you wear that, it's like a secret sign almost. Because if you look at the necklace, it's like, I think it's like a mask. Like you wouldn't really know what it was unless you were in this society.
Immediately, I hide my necklace.
Yeah. So now though, go out into the world, everyone, and see if you see any necklaces.
That
Do-
is wild.
Yeah.
This whole thing is like,
I know it. I was into it. It like blew my mind. I was like, what?
Do you know anybody who's been to one?
No.
I had like when you sent me this, I had this aha moment because, and I don't want to give too much away. Somebody in my past told me that they were part of this like sex community
Oh,
with
okay.
like
Killing Kittens.
with wealthy individuals, and it was a
Dude.
female.
Oh, this was
I
probably
bet it was.
And I was
totally
like,
this.
I'm not following what you are saying because I have like
I'm not picking up what you're putting
Yeah.
down.
This was like, yeah. But now I'm like, this is totally what she was talking about.
Dude,
Wow.
it's like a lot of people know about it. It was new information to me. You're welcome, listeners. Now you're going to go
We're
down
just-
the rabbit hole.
We're just here to inform the people.
yeah.
That's our job.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Good transition. A good
yeah.
layup. So, All right, guys, we are also completely sober. So,
Well,
yep.
now I've had a glass of
2
champagne.
sips of champagne.
two sips. Okay, so a few months ago, maybe even longer, we talked about the P. Diddy scandal. And I'd like to say, we broke the news. You heard it here first. But now that story keeps getting bigger and bigger. And recently it was revealed that Jay-Z may have been involved. So there is a woman alleging that when she was 13, she was assaulted by P. Diddy and then Sean Carter, who is AKA Jay-Z. I will refer to him as Jay-Z throughout this conversation because calling him Sean Carter just, I don't know.
Feels weird.
Feels weird.
Really
I was
doesn't
like,
feel
who's,
right.
I was like, who's Sean Carter?
No.
Like who?
Who? And anyway, so she is alleging, guys, 13, that's very young. So she was,
That is gross.
13 is so young.
Why was she at that party?
Also,
I know.
that is my big question. So this was an after party following the Video Music Awards in 2000. I'm sorry, what parent was letting their 13-year-old?
I'm sure.
Dude,
I would hope the
she
parents had
snuck
no
out.
idea.
Yeah, I
True, but like I'm sure
Why
they,
would a
or maybe they
13
thought like she was going to be in the presence of these adults and it was okay.
So
Dude.
much of this is upsetting.
honestly, this is not looking good for P. Diddy.
No. Oh.
And now
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Like P. Diddy, I'm sorry. I know everyone's entitled to a fair trial, but
He's going down.
he's going down.
Okay,
You're
do you-
guilty.
I have a question. Do you guys what do you think Beyonce thinks about all this? Like, did she have any idea? Like, did he know this was coming? Did he sit her down?
I don't think they're together anymore.
You don't?
I don't think they are. I feel like they've
It's all
already
just for
been,
show?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think that this is just going to be like,
If I'm Beyonce, I'm like, I'm not pretending to be with anyone though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
not.
fuck you. And I'm writing an album. She wrote the album
Yeah.
about him.
I just remember her
cheating, right?
like smashing all the car windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm Beyonce and I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, he made a statement very quickly after this.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
What did he say?
Well, I didn't do it.
Wow, he like came right out.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. I mean, listen, it could also be hearrsay. Like there's always
Yeah,
that.
they're basically saying like this woman notoriously has tried to like
This is
trap
more than
people.
one claim she's had. That this
But again, but
doesn't
then
look
they're
good
saying
for
that
her.
this is she's like her name hasn't been released. She's in the lawsuit as Jane Doe. So I was like,
a
well, then how do
tricky
they know? It's a
situation.
tricky situation.
Yeah, well, and she's probably trying to cash in on this.
Yeah,
She's
so-
probably there and trying to cash in, but
Who knows?
yikes.
But crazy. Yeah. So that's Jay-Z.
Do you think he did it or no?
Probably.
I guess I hope he didn't. I'm sure he's been unfaithful and I'm sure it's a gray zone, but hopefully a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
I really hope.
I feel like he
and pray
probably
that
did
it's-
it and he was like drunk and he didn't know she was 13 or something. Like something like that.
So young.
Yeah. Again, if you're at a party, you're like, why is there a 13-year-old here? But also, don't they look 13? Not all 13-year-olds. Yikes.
I mean,
This is not
13 is
good.
what, 8th grade?
Yeah.
Or like a freshman
Yeah.
in high school?
Eighth.
I don't
into
even think you're a
freshman.
freshman
I
yet.
mean, a
I
freshman
think
in
you're
high
eighth
school, I went
grade.
to some, I mean, I was not going to what was it, the VMA?
The VMAs.
After party.
What?
I was not
go to
cool.
the VMAs?
But I was like definitely going to sneaking to some parties
yeah.
with people that
I
were
was
a
like, I
lot
was in the
older than
mall.
me.
I was in the mall, Mandy.
I just,
Side note, I took my kids through the mall to like go to Santa the other day. And Hendrix was like, this place is awesome.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this place is awful.
We loved it. He was
Really?
like, well, like made me laugh.
What's
I
not
was
to
like,
love at the
there's
holidays?
so much
I
to
never
see.
take them to the mall, right? Like,
Yeah,
do you take
no.
your kids to the mall? Maybe
No.
like once a year
No.
at Christmas time to go sit with Santa. And he couldn't, he was geeking out.
I love him.
Like, what was he so excited about? Just like,
I think all the
sights,
stuff and
the sounds.
Yes, because there were tons of people, and then like the middle kiosks.
Yeah.
They have all the like kids
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
and so he was like geeking out over everything.
Yeah,
It was
like-
funny to see.
They have cool stuff.
I always hate when you go to the mall. Now we're just going on a big tangent. The indoor golf place. I forget which one it's
yeah.
at, but the indoor golf. And every
Yes.
time my kids are like, we want to go mini golfing indoors. And I'm
You're
like,
like,
not
that
at
sounds
the,
terrible.
Not at the mall. It looks
No.
awful.
Do the one in the Seaport.
Yeah,
Pet
that
Shack.
one's fun. Pet
Yeah.
Shack's fun. The one at the mall,
Sorry to the mall golf.
it's giving me bad vibes.
Oh God.
All right.
Anything else? Do we one final question about the Jay-Z P. Diddy thing? I mean, I think more names are going to come out.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Do we think of any? I'm not going to name any because I don't want to get sued for defamation.
Definitely.
There's someone's coming after us.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I just, that whole squad
Jay-Z
that they all hang
yeah.
out with. I mean, they've always been buddies, right?
Yeah.
Like, is
Jay-Z, I was a little
Beyonce
shocked
guilty?
by,
We don't know.
True. But they got together, I feel like, after
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
friendship with, but they all still hung out and stuff. I don't know. It's all
What
just
about
like,
J-Lo?
Yeah, like
J-Lo
what were
was
they
part of it.
seeing?
I know. Guys, listen.
Yeah, like what were they seeing? What were they covering up?
Yeah.
I don't know. And what, like, I just feel like this is going to keep happening.
When
Things
is
will be
it-
more and more exposed.
when is the trial? Do we know? We should look into that.
It's probably going to be in like 5 years because the
Yep.
justice system takes so long.
Whoa.
Well, have fun in jail, P. Diddy. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah
Happy
if you
Hanukkah.
celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
All the things.
All the things.
All the holidays.
And Godspeed.
Godspeed. Good luck, guys.
All of you
Good
Let's go
night.
find Mrs. Claus. Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good night.